It's Thursday, January 7, 2021. This is episode 150, the return of 39.6%. This is the 39.6 Facebook and YouTube Live Finance Show, the show that teaches high earners like yourselves how to make your money work for you so you don't have to work for your money. We talk general investing, taxes, real estate, syndications, Airbnb, paying for childcare, paying for college, and even the car you drive. In today's episode, is this the return of the 39.6% bracket? I have been holding on to this name, 39.6, for a number of years now. Thought about getting rid of it a number of times, and it would be shameful to get rid of it right before it comes back. So we're going to continue holding on to it for a little bit. But yesterday, January 6, 2021 was, wow, that was a day for the history books. It was also the 12th day of Christmas. Sorry. Still the Christmas tree. I'm not wearing my Christmas clothes. Today is the 13th day of Christmas, so it's not really a day of Christmas anymore, although some people say Christmas is a season that actually goes beyond. But anyway, January 6th yesterday, the whole thing happened in DC at the Capitol, but also the Electoral College, or not the Electoral College, but the House and the Senate, they certified those electoral votes. So that's done. I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning, almost. I didn't actually stay up for the whole thing, but almost the whole thing, to see the whole thing get finalized yesterday night. So I was happy for that. It was a very, very expensive happiness, but I am still nonetheless very happy. How much is it going to cost us? A ton of money, but money can't buy happiness, they say, but here, a certain amount of it, I will happily take. So 39.6%, this was the old high tax bracket. Okay, that was what it was under the previous administration before the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act came into play, and it went down. Okay, so here's what it was back in 2017. This is what the tax brackets look like. You can see they started down at 10%, then 15, 25, 28, 33, 35, and then 39.6% came in at around $460,000 or so of taxable income. This was after you took off your standard deduction or itemized deductions. Okay, and if you had $1 million of taxable income, you were paying nearly $350,000 in tax. Let's say $340,000 in tax, which is the very far right of the screen. Okay. Not that we make $1 million, but if you did, that's where it is. All right. So then I'll turn that one off. We look at the new Tax Cuts and Jobs Act changed that. And if you had $1 million of income, then actually, sorry, that's the wrong one. If you had $1 million of income, it changed it to around $300,000 of tax. And so that's a substantial savings of around $40,000 a year or so. All right, so we can see that here, right around $1 million, you get to around $300,000. This is married filing jointly, if you will. Okay, so $40,000 of tax savings. So that's substantial. Now, you can't compare apples to oranges here because this is using your total income, adjusted gross income, and the other one uses taxable income, but still there's a substantial tax savings. The effective tax rate here is only about 30%, whereas it's around 34% with the older tax brackets. Okay, now turning that off, what is it going to look like now? Well, we don't really know what it's going to look like now. Okay, we don't. And I've been avoiding talking about this because a lot of it is unknown. Okay, but as of yesterday, so alongside with the certification of the Electoral College, we also had the Senate 2 seats runoff in Georgia went blue, and now the Senate is 50-50, but the vice president is Democrat, so it is the deciding vote. So now actually the president, the White House, we have the House of Representatives and the Senate, all Democratic. So it's much more likely that there will be a tax change. Virtually certain there will be increases in taxes to some people, and I am more certain that it will apply directly to me because unfortunately we show a ton of income on our pay that we just can't get rid of because we get paid on W-2s. So the new tax plan, this is from Michael Kitcey's website. He is awesome. If you're married filing jointly, you see the top 2 rows here. This is the current on the top and the proposed Biden tax plan on the bottom. This does not take into consideration all the nuances of deductions and whatnot, but this is based on taxable income and has some basic suppositions. So in theory, the first $400,000 of income, there will be no change, but then we're going to bump up to the 39.6 bracket instead of the 35% bracket. This is an estimate of what it might look like. And so if the rest of it all stays the same, if none of the income tax changes for people below $400,000, then the your effective tax rate should be the same there. And then it should jump up substantially more after 400,000. So then it would probably be something like between the previous tax brackets and the current tax brackets. But there's a number of other changes that are not in the brackets. Things like long-term capital gains. Now, supposedly that's only if your income is over $1 million. But if your income is over $1 million, then the long-term capital gains could go back to all the way up to ordinary income tax rate. So 40% for long-term capital gains. And I think the NIIT, the 3.8% net investment income tax, would be on top of that. So then you're looking at like 44.4%, and that's just federal. It's a ton. And then Social Security, I need to look more into this, but this is going to be scary. Social Security caps out right now at around $130,000 of income, 6.2%, and then goes to 0. But if it kicks back in at $400,000 and then that income is taxed at 6.2%, wowzers. That is, that's going to be a huge kicker. If you add 6.2% on top of 39.6, then you're at 45.8%. Craziness. All right, we're going to get into this more in other episodes. Things you can do to decrease that tax liability. This is a quick one. We'll again tomorrow. I got vaccine number 2 of 2 today, Pfizer vaccine. So excited about it. No pain, no soreness at all right now, but this was like literally an hour and a half ago. Hopefully I'm not feeling horrible tomorrow. If I'm not, I will see you then. This is not legal, not professional, not financial, not tax, any other advice. My entertainment, hopefully yours. Until tomorrow, take care, 39.6 community.